What is going on? What is going on? It's mind shift. If you found this, it's not by accident. This is an activation space. I'm not here to convince you to change your life. I'm here to speak to the part of you that already knows it is time to change. I'm Erica Perrott, and I work with people who are in motion or ready to stop playing like they're not. And so wherever you're catching this, beginning, middle, or the end, you are right on time. How is everyone doing today? So if you've been in my stories, then you already know what got my fire lit. And we're going to talk about one of my favorite subjects, the appearance people. But we're going to talk about performative. And since this space, well, I am a woman, I can speak from that perspective highly. We're going to talk about it from the male perspective because, well, conditioning's a hell of a thing until we choose to, recondition. So before we even get into performative males, there's a distinction when it comes here because this isn't random. It's conditioned behavior. So if you don't understand why you stay places, if you don't understand who you attract and those things, we're going to touch on all of that here in just a moment, okay? So let's start at the root of it. Most people don't even realize that the root of all the things that we keep migrating to are simply now our subconscious conditioning. And where did that start? At home, in childhood. Heavily on those who are coming online and understanding the mother wound and father wounds and how these show up and what they could present as when you move forward in life in your other relationships in adulthood. That mother wound, that withholding affection, lacking of emotional support or validation, right? Never really honestly having that safe space unless you had to go, do more to trigger and it finally kind of get a trickle. That conditioned you. That conditioned us, if that's your story in any way, in the people who were there in those primary roles for you. It always left you in a chasing crumbs, waiting for change. So, in essence, we're trained to stay where we're not being met even. Before we even get to consider, to appreciate, like they're not even meeting you there. So, as we grow older, guess what happens? That makes us targets because we've already normalized within ourselves the inconsistencies, the emotional distance, the mixed signals, all them things, right? Yeah. So, as we move in the world and move about it into the workforce, into friendships, intimate relationships, business partnerships, as we move into those phases of life, it's real easy when someone shows up charismatic, consistent at first, saying all, the cool, right things. That feels familiar. So naturally, you lock in quick. But see, this is where performative males thrive. I like to call these people appearance people because they always appearing to be one thing while actually being something else. And it's crazy because you see this a lot in top leadership style roles. You will catch these types of individuals because status and stature are huge parts of that need and necessity and identity. But there's a mask and then there's the actual self. There's the image. They work really hard to keep up appearances.